Okay. Ooh. Getting that game started, it's like moving through mud. Hmm. Seemed to have a little technical difficulties. There we go. Okay, yeah. We had just gotten mugged.
The Scotch guard that Rudy's upholstering.
Gotta get used to the controls again.
What's going on, Tex? Sorry, I haven't heard anything about that. Sorry, Tex, I didn't see a thing. You know, I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Okay.
Judas Murphy, can't you find something else to do besides bothering me?
You got mugged, man. Don't don't make this like difficult.
I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that.
Well, he's not too sympathetic at all, is he?
Ask away. Oh, don't know a thing about it.
That's about what we expected from
Sorry,
him.
can't help you with that.
Okay, wow. That leaves us with not too many more people.
What can I get you? He's some billionaire. I think he runs some kind of operation on Mars or the moon.
I see.
Franny told me you got whacked. I haven't heard any word on the street about who would have done it.
Well, considering Franny's the only one who seems to be talking about it, I imagine Franny might have been the one to carry us back up to our apartment.
Oh, Tex, why can't all the men be like you?
What do you mean, broke, stubbly, and undependable?
Listen, Tex, you are a dream compared to that pig husband of mine. Sal's gone too far this time, and I've got to do something about him. It's humiliating the way he's been flaunting his latest affair with some floozy. If I had some harder proof he's been sleeping around, I could finally divorce him and get some money from him.
You know, Fran, a good PI like myself can come up with hard proof in his sleep.
I bet you can, mister. And that's why I'd like to make a deal with you.
Ho ho!
I saw you get jumped last night. Sal told me to keep quiet and that telling you would put my life in danger. But I'm willing to talk if you'll give me some proof that Sal is having an affair. Then I could divorce him and get some of the money he's been hiding away all these years.
You drive a hard bargain, Francesca. But I need a lead on my case, so I'll see what I can dig up on Sal.
I don't know anything about the girl Sal is seeing. I've gone through his things, but haven't been able to find anything except for this note. I think it's meant to be a coded message. I'm sorry I don't have anything more for you to work with. Let me know when you've got something.
Yeah, a cipher. Okay. Anything new for sale here? No. No. Let's go to Coit Tower.
Hiya, matey. You got jumped, huh? You must have crossed Eddie Ching. You didn't hear me say this, but Eddie Ching owns this whole section of the city. You won't get any more information on him than that.
That's okay, guy. That's okay, guy. I won't. I'm not gonna get you in trouble.
The Golden Gate Hotel.
Ooh, we can go back in the Golden Gate. And at some point we'll be able to go back in there.
Hey, Mr. Detective Guy, how's it going?
Fine. Tell me, Ardo, you seem to watch a lot of TV. Have you ever sat down and read a good book?
Are you making fun of me? You better leave before I...
You know, Ardo, you'd make a great
No.
junior detective.
Hello,
Would you like that?
Raiders!
2.
We're about to be beaten by Ardo.
Say, Ardo, that is a great hat. Where can I get one?
You can't get one. Only fire safety rangers like me get one.
Well, thanks for the love from the raid. Let's dangle a carrot.
Listen, Ardo, if you'll help me, I'll give you an official junior detective deerstalker cap.
You can keep your stupid beer stalker cap.
I don't think we're gonna get too much.
Now, where was I?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
3. Okay. We got a big case to solve. Alright. We've been mugged. The precious statuette has been stolen. Because we left it in the car with the door unlocked and the windows down. because we're a bumbling idiot. Alright. No, I don't need an auxiliary panel. I meant travel. Travel! Travel, travel, travel. Okay. Gotta find the lowdown on who Sal's having an affair with.
Talk to me, handsome.
No. Hello. Don't mind the static. It just happens when the game decides to do more than the computer can handle. I think we need to talk to Ardo some more. I get the feeling we didn't say the right things.
I can't talk now. I'm watching a good show.
Alright. In fact, I can show you where that sound effect came from. It's all one big case. So the entire fate of the planet is at stake. It all has to do with this statuette. That was in the possession of the Nazis at one point. Then found by some cultists at a burned down castle. Then it was purchased by one Eddie Ching, who we broke into his apartment using mostly toys, stole it, then left it in our car with the door unlocked and the window down, where we then, in the process of going to make sure it doesn't get stolen from us, we got mugged. And now we're doing a favor for somebody so that we can,
Just a couple of...
get to the info on who mugged us. I've played this game once before, a very long time ago, but I don't know what to do at this point. I can go to the police station, the Knickerbocker, which is Eddie Ching's apartment. The only thing left of interest there is a Geiger, which is a land piranha. We can only go to the hotel lobby at the Golden Gate. Let's go report that we were mugged. I doubt Hammond's gonna do much of anything. He's, not a...
Back again, eh, Murphy? What can I help you with?
I mean, we might as well ask him stuff while he's in a good mood.
Didn't you meet him on that Martian memorandum case? I don't know more about him than you do. Sorry, Murphy.
Okay, that didn't do us any good.
Hey, Mr. Detective Guy. How?
Okay, we can talk to him again. Tongue-in-cheek compliment?
Say, Ardo, that is a great hat. Where can I get one?
You can't get one. Only fire safety rangers like me get one.
Oh,
Gosh, it must be hard to become a fire safety ranger.
It is. I watched Inspector Burns' TV show every day and learned all the fire safety rules. It would be way too hard for you.
You're probably right, Ardo, because everything is just too hard for me.
Yeah, and you stink too. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. 3.
I can't talk now.
I'm not sure why it does that. Basically, we're just gonna go back there again.
Hey, Mr. Detective.
Tongue-in-cheek compliment.
You
Seemed to
can't get...
be- feeding his ego seemed to
Gosh,
work.
it must be.
It is...
Oh, yeah? Well, let me watch the show with you, and we'll see about that.
Go find your own TV. Now, where was...
Okay.
How can I help you, Tex?
Nope. Oh, wait. Our own TV. Inside of Rusty's. There's the TV.
Hi, kids, it's me, Inspector Burns. And as we all know, fire can be our friend, but fire can be our foe. So many times, fires start so carelessly. And what can fires do? Fires burn
Scan
you.
you.
Never, never light matches.
Don't. No.
Fire is dangerous. Fire made me look like this. Do you want to look like me? No, no, no. Don't look like Inspector Burns. Don't play with matches.
Inspector Burns. I always thought he was a freak, but the kids...
Okay.
I can't talk.
It's kind of annoying.
Hey, Mr. Detective.
Tongue-in-cheek
You
compliment.
can't...
Ego feeding.
It...
So then tell me, why is a safety ranger like you working in a fire trap of a hotel like this?
I'm not talking to you. Now,
I can't talk.
hey, Mr.
Well, I'm looking around for clues. I'm fairly sure you're...
Are you making fun of me?
You can count all day, Ardo. Give me a break, Ardo. I need some information.
Okay.
Yep. Hmm. Well, we've got an Inspector Burns mask, but I don't think that's going to be enough to fool him. Hmm. We still have the note. But, like, we don't have anything for the note to go with. Maybe we should head back to the apartment. Back to Tix's office.
The dusty credenza I've got serves only one purpose, and that's to keep the dust off the floor.
Credenza.
The office was actually a dance studio before I moved in, and Latin dancing is a Murphy family tradition. My phone had worked perfectly if it hadn't been disconnected.
No. Louis usually knows the gossip. I mean, he knew we got mugged. He seems to be the only one who knows we got mugged without witnessing it firsthand.
Too bad you don't like fresh brains, mate. Hot off the grill.
Maybe a little dumpster diving? Gotta be something we're missing here. Well, we're gonna need a little hint. Oh, nope. Going to the Bruin Stew and talk to Louis was next.
Ah, the once...
Maybe we just need to talk to everybody.
What else can I help you with? I don't know anything.
Ask away. Wish I could help.
ask Louis about Sal. Oh. I'm a dunderhead. I didn't think to ask Louis about Sal. Even though that would make sense. But it wasn't a new topic, so I didn't think to ask him about it.
Okay, what's on your mind?
It's like, you know, you can ask people about things you've already heard.
As a matter of fact, he just left. You'd probably be interested to know that he tore up a note and left it in the trash.
Louis tells me he just took the garbage and dumped it in the trash can just outside the Bruin stew.
There we go.
These must be the note scraps Louis told me about.
Okay. Okay. To rotate the side scrap, press and hold down the left mouse button. Okay. Let's get all of these in the right orientation. That's a corner piece of some kind. That's a bottom piece. That's a top piece. Oh. Top corner piece. Something in the middle. Cafe. There we go. Then this goes up here. And then that goes up there. Okay. Oh, now that's a bottom piece. That's a right piece. Oh yeah, perfect fit. No. Always just kind of take a moment to organize your pieces. Makes puzzle solving a bit easier. here? No. That might go there. No. No. Mm. Yeah. No. It's a tricky, tricky puzzle. It feels like we're missing some of the paper. Hmm. The XW one's upside down? Oh, the XW one is upside down. You are absolutely correct. And that would put it in the bottom there. Which means this is probably up here. Ah, this is the upper right corner. Which means this was definitely this corner. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there, and then that. That completes it. Now that it's assembled, I think I'll glue the pieces together so they won't move anymore. Now, can we just combine? Move the cursor over any green letter and then press a key on the keyboard to change the letter. Okay. So the red ones are the ones that are part of the cipher. And so we can go over this. No, we already used a W. No. Oh, H. The. What other word is 3 letters, is used constantly and starts with T and ends with E? The. We have confirmed your appointment with Chastity at the suite in the Golden Gate Hotel at the usual time. The password today is Silicon.
This guy comes up to me and says he don't like you hanging around here. So he gives me a bunch of money and says he'll pay me more if I keep you out of here until he goes away.
Boy, word travels fast. Sal must have heard I was working for Franny. I heard Sal visits here a lot, and I'd like to get inside and look around, but Ardo won't let me in. Maybe he'd let someone else in, though.
What's going on, Tex? Sal's a handful. He's...
Okay, we already heard that one. I feel like there's something else that we need out of Rusty's.
The sink must have been used for...
I mean, we got helium, and that's about it.
Hi, kids, it's me,
Inspector Burns.
We do have an Inspector Burns mask.
That hutch holds a lot.
Okay.
Nothing here but nostalgia.
Hmm. We need to ask people about Ardo.
Talk to me, Hiss. Luckily, Ardo seems to like me. I mean, if I were...
No, we already heard that about Ardo.
What now, Murphy? Strikes me as a village idiot.
Yeah, no, that's what he had to say last time. The thing is certain items just don't exist until you need them. Like the notes in the trash. It wasn't there until we needed it. Oh, wait. We got some info that we can talk to her about.
Well, gorgeous, you're back. Did you get the evidence I need?
Okay, I'm working on it, but I need some help from you.
I thought you understood the terms of...
Okay.
Okay, Tex? That's not it.
Okay, not evidence enough.
You can't be...
Look, I'm working on it, lady.
Hey, Murphy!
The electronics shop? I feel like I'm missing something obvious here. Ah, there we go. Telling me things I already know. Apparently, we can open these crates. Now we can combine these.
Well, that's not. Now I've got an Inspector Burns disguise that would fool his own mother. It certainly ought to do the trick on a goofball like Ardo.
It's my hero, Inspector Burns.
And you must be Fire Ranger Ardo, my biggest fan in the entire world.
Hey, you're not Inspector Burns. You look...
Okay. Inspector.
Well, that's not gonna work. Ooh, a small nozzle. Probably.
Okay. We need a balloon. I have absolutely no clue where we're going to get a balloon. Get the balloon. Okay.
Just a couple of. Apparently Rusty was very. Apparently Rusty.
Oh. Okay. Now we should be able to...
Now I've got an Inspector Burns disguise that would fool his own...
It's my hero.
And you must be Fire Ranger Ardo, my biggest fan in the entire world.
Yes, sir, Inspector Burns. You must have got the letter I sent you.
Well, of course I did, Ardo. You know, I read all my fan letters.
I know you do, Inspector Burns. You're the best. Well, I'm all ready to inspect the hotel for fire safety.
Well, that's fine, Ardo. Open up those doors for me and I'll inspect your hotel rooms.
All right. I'll open the doors, Inspector Burns.
After a few minutes, I find the door to the Regency Escort Service Hotel Suite. The door's locked, but there's a security panel on the wall beside it. Looks like it requires a password.
We're gonna exit because I already forgot the password. Silicon.
I can't.
After a few minutes, I find the door to the Regency Escort Service Hotel. So this is the Regency Escort Service Love Suite. Now that I'm in, I'll need to find something to prove that Sal's been a frequent customer.
Okay.
Looks like a piece of bright, shiny foil. Must be from a bottle of champagne. I'd call this one Two Girls Bothered by Ants on a Picnic. This must be titled Mishap on the High Seas. Nice. Boring, but nice. A twisty board game. I used to play this as a kid. I wonder what the escort girls do with it.
We gotta get our score back up from all the points we lost getting
I'm
hints.
starting to think this painting's following me around. This appears to be a very poor copy of Monet's Drowning Frogs. These doors lead out of the...
Okay, well, we're not
Nice
looking.
cathedral. A book about the history of the Golden Gate Hotel. Girls looking for contact lens.
Bum, 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 bum.
Man now wishing he hadn't gotten drunk and challenged the other guy to a duel for insulting Rosie, the toothless wench with the heart of gold. A rose bush by a fence. Pretty exciting stuff. This painting is very...
Yellow.
Yellow. A list of names. All female. Looks like Sal's a regular here at the Love Suite.
Okay.
French doors with American knobs. Lavish, yet, practical. Oh, a Passion's Breath room deodorizer. A piece of sheet music. Let's see. Lucido L'Amour. Must be Western music. A Larson grand piano. Wow. That's even better than a Stoffway.
Good evening, ladies and germs. I'm your
Entertainer
entertainer tonight, Mr. Franco
Franco
Spinoza.
Spinoza.
I'm going to be playing some songs that I know you'll love. Listen to this one. Hard and cold, it's what it does to me. Hard and cold, the
shower sprays on me. La 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 la
Hey.
la la. With it. I think the only thing that was really out here was the deodorizer.
Frilly panties. I hope they aren't Sal's. The nightstands balance the bed nicely. I love symmetry.
Me too. Nothing in there though.
I don't think I ought to open that credenza. It might be
full of Sal's underwear.
Camera. Too bad there's no film in it. There's no dust on it, though. Must have been used recently. A Gideon's Bible. It figures. Everything points to Sal being an aspiring televangelist.
Come on, I'm just trying to get a better look of the... Get off the wall. Come on, come on. I want a better look at this empty drawer. There might be nothing inside of it.
12 cents. Some people would take this change, but not me. Cash maybe, but not change.
Okay. And then we have what appears to be a locked drawer.
Looks like the upper left drawer is locked. I'll bet I could open it if I had something to pick the lock.
Oh.
It smells terrible, but it's got a magnet on it. And magnets can be handy.
We want the magnet. Can I combine these? No. We only checked the one nightstand. We didn't check the other one.
Oh, it's last month's Playbub magazine. Looks like it's stuck inside the drawer. Oh, it's last month's Playbub. Hopefully this isn't Sal's negligee. The color's all wrong for him.
All wrong. I said that, and we haven't even seen Sal once.
Looks like the upper left drawer is locked.
Okay, so we can't just go to the suite now. Hey, guy.
Well, how about some?
There's a dairy air.
Well, he's not gonna help us any. I get the feeling that whatever we need is probably in the hotel. No, wait.
Looks like a nice vacation spot.
We didn't move the paintings.
This is a piece by that famous dead artist Van Popper entitled Corpse in a Field. The air vents keep the room right at room temperature.
Ah, ideal. Room temperature. Better to be at room temperature than
Which
gym
one's cheating?
temperature.
Look closely.
Oh, wait. There's something in there.
You know, suddenly, I'm hungry for a fruit cup.
Mmm. That does sound good.
My Uncle Stan used to wear a tie with that same pattern on it. Apparently, this closet doesn't get used very often. Champagne glasses end up in the weirdest places.
Okay.
Looks like the upper left drawer is locked.
If...
Well, that's not gonna work. Oh, it's last month's playbook.
I know. I say that, but I really don't.
The strangest thing happens. I turn into a sort of big lizard.
You, sir, have turned into a dinosaur.
Oh, perhaps I ought to see my doctor.
That one's so goofy. Okay, now that we have a champagne glass.
Well, that's not gonna work.
What do you mean the champagne glass is not gonna work?
This pure mountain spring water is indispensable, literally. I'm out of paper cups.
It's a cup.
Well, that's not.
Okay, okay. How about Rusty's Funhouse?
Well, that's not gonna work.
Okay. Golden Gate. Let's see if there's anything else in the piano room.
This looks like a switch of some kind.
Probably has something to do with the lights.
A Larson grant.
moving, it still just plays it. Ah! Calm down, Tex. Calm down.
Plastic plants, as always, add that special touch to a room. Nice chandelier. The escort service spared no expense.
No expense at all. Okay. Yeah.
Those chairs look pretty comfy. That's a great looking table. And some columns. Looks like they're made out of marble. Boy, that rug looks expensive. Judging by the stains, I'd guess things occasionally get out of hand around here.
Okay.
Well, that's not gonna work. Lamp adds a nice touch.
Well, if you keep poo-pooing all my ideas, we're never gonna get anywhere, Tex. Oh, wait. There's a whole nother room we haven't even been in. No wonder we're not making any progress. I guarantee you what we need is probably in here.
Oh, yuck. The towel smells like mildew and fine hops. Looks like a couple of objects have fallen into the drain. With that screwdriver, I could undo the screws on this drain cover and get that roll of film.
Okay. Oh. Ho ho. I have an idea. Because I think I see something.
Someone's dropped a cork into this mounted vase. The opening's too narrow to get my hand in. I'd break it, but it looks like it's made out of Ceranide, that new unbreakable plastic. The cork looks like a typical champagne cork with some wire mesh on it.
Wire mesh.
Wire mesh.
I have an idea. Use. Now we have a filled champagne glass. Use. Isn't it great they don't make you go back and forth and do this on your own?
As I fill up the mounted vase, the champagne cork flows to the top. I'm just gonna reach in and pick it up.
Okay. Now we have a champagne cork.
I can just get this piece of wire off. There we go.
Okay, no. No.
Well, I guess one of the escort girls left her bikini top.
Calm down, Tex.
Oh, sick. A yucky Band-Aid. Beer cans. Looks like someone left their shorts in the hot tub. I think...
Okay. I think...
Oh, there's nothing like... You try scrubbing it out, you try soaking it out, but Sal still got that ring around the collar.
Okay. Now we can go back to the bedroom. Inventory, wire, use.
Oh, it's a shoelace. I hope it hasn't been used inappropriately.
Imagine that. You open up and lock a drawer, and the only thing inside of it is a shoelace. Ah, see. There's a roll of film down there and a screwdriver. Somebody was probably trying to recover the roll of film and lost the screwdriver. Now, we can head to Rusty's.
Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not... Posters in here tell you more than you'd ever care to know about film processing.
Oh, wait, I know. Travel. And then back to the bedroom. Inventory. Roll of film. Use.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Okay.
Listen, unless you've got some dope on... What would I do?
Okay.
You can't...
How can I help?
Okay. The electronics store? Oh-ho!
Oh, it's the Photomatic Plus film developing kit. How convenient. Oh, it's the Photomatic Plus film These pictures are sick. Francesco.
All right, now we've got our evidence. It took us a few tries, but we got there.
Listen, unless you've got some dope... Oh, excellent! This will do the job nicely. I'll answer all your questions now. I was up late, having some espresso, then I saw you get jumped. The guy who hit you was real small, maybe a 5'6", 130 pounds. I didn't see his face. He took your package you were carrying, then ran off. It looked like a professional hit, but he wasn't trying to kill you. Believe me, if he wanted to, he could have. After the first guy took off, I saw another guy come running down from your office. He bent over you and went through your coat. Then he ran off too. I recognized the second guy. He was a mutant named Pug. In fact, I remember seeing him hanging around your office for the past few days. Anyway, I went over to make sure you were okay. Sal showed up a few minutes later and I made him carry you up to your office. That's all I know. Pug is ugly as sin and smells like he sleeps in a latrine. On and off for the past week or so.
Okay. We got a new lead.
All hell is broken loose.
What can I get you? Sorry, Mike.
Okay.
What's going on, Tex?
I need to ask you about Pug.
Wish I...
Okay. How about you? You haven't had anything useful to say in a while.
Nope. Don't.
Oh, gee, thanks. Quite tower it is.
Hiya, matey. Pug and I used to hang out sometimes, but I haven't seen him for a while. I heard he's gotten a job of some kind. He doesn't work very often, and he usually sleeps in a box down by the Snow White warehouse.
Following Beak's instructions, I hang around the warehouse. Not long after, a gust of wind carries a horrible stench into my nasal passages. I turn and see a shadowy figure waddle into the alley.
The way you look at me, it makes me nervous.
Oh, don't get me wrong, Pug. I'm here for a friendly chat.
You mean you're not there to hurt me?
Well, now that you mention it, I guess I am.
I must be going now.
Listen, I brought my gun. I don't fire as many warning shots as I used to.
This talk of guns has frightened me. I think I've soiled myself.
I think you should talk to me while you've still got teeth. And talk faster. I can't take the sound of your voice much longer.
The way you're threatened has caused me to wet myself. Why are you treating me like I'm some kind of criminal?
I don't know. 'Cause you are one?
You're a cynical person, if you'll forgive my saying so.
Okay, I forgive you. Now would you please just hand over my wallet?
Here's your wallet. You will see I have spent very little of your money. Tell me, how did you find me?
Well, you're pretty sneaky, but someone saw you rob me. They also said you were tailing me.
I was hired to follow you. I provide people with information through ways of my own.
Oh, and stealing my wallet was in the job description.
No, I'm just looking for ways to make extra money. I was hired by an old PI who called himself the Colonel. He paid me to follow you and report back on everyone I saw you talk to. He also wanted me to tell him if I saw you with a little statue of a bird. He told me very little else, though he said that he had to find out if you could be trusted. There, I have told you everything I know. Now let me go, and I shall not bother you again.
Okay. I guess it's off to see the Colonel.
The Colonel was my mentor in the detective biz. When I was a young, idealistic crime fighter, I didn't understand some of the Colonel's unethical PI methods. I reported the Colonel to the PI licensing board, and his license was temporarily revoked. In the years since, I've come to understand and even occasionally use the Colonel's questionable methods, but we've never made up. I haven't seen the Colonel's office since we fell out 15 years ago. From the look of the exterior, the Colonel's kept it up nicely. I knock on the door and it swings open. The place is trashed.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to put off that trip to the Caribbean. Maybe permanently.
My God, what happened? Who did this to you?
The chameleon. He's some kind of shapeshifter. I swear he's the devil himself.
What did he want? Why did he attack you?
Oh, he thought I had it. When he found out I didn't, he tried to torture me into telling him where it was. Yeah, he got impatient, stuck a knife in my chest. I must have passed out. I didn't get enough sleep last night. Now,
What was he looking for?
the winter chip. The cult wants it. They're planning a doomsday party. They're afraid whoever's got the chip might stop them. You're gonna have to find it and get it to Capricorn. They know what to do with it.
But I don't know where to look. You gotta give me some help.
There's no time. There's a disc by the bookcase. It's got information on that winter chip. Don't fail me, Tex. I hope to God you've learned something after all these years.
I fly the colonel to the hospital and the attendants rush him into surgery, but won't tell me what his chances are. I know I should go and search the colonel's office for the disc he referred to, but I'm having a hard time keeping my eyelids popped open. I decide to go back to my office for a couple of hours of shut-eye. As I open the door, I catch a whiff of expensive perfume, then feel my jaw slam into a brick wall. When my vision clears, I'm seated across from a beautiful Oriental woman with matching goons on either side of me.
Good evening, Mr. Murphy. Please, have a seat.
Gee, thanks. My dogs are really tired.
Yes, you've been very busy, haven't you? Let me introduce myself. My name is Eddie Ching.
Well, I don't believe I've had the pleasure, Miss Ching.
That's not totally true, is it? You've had the pleasure of visiting my apartment. I have learned that you were hired to steal a statuette from my apartment. I admire the skill you display in doing so, but I must now ask you to return the bird to me.
Life is hard, Ching. I was hired to return the statuette to its rightful owner. Unfortunately, someone stole it from me before I could return it to her.
It's gone? You imbecile! Have you no idea what you've done? You were set up. The person who hired you belongs to a group so powerful, they may hold the fate of the world in their hands. The statuette is worthless, except to this cult. And I went to great lengths to keep it from them. And all it took was one idiotic PI to give these fanatics the talisman they need to loose the demons of hell upon the earth.
I'm sorry, who knew?
Ooh.
You obviously don't understand what I'm saying. With the statuette, the cult will fulfill its prophecies, unleashing an unimaginable flood of destruction. The prophecy is supposed to be fulfilled in 6 days. If the statuette is not recovered before then, nothing will matter. We'll all be dead.
You seem to know a lot about this cult and were able to get the statuette in the first place. Why don't you send some of your goons out and clear up the problem?
The cult knows about me. They tried several times to steal the statuette once they learned I had it. They will not allow me or my operatives to obstruct their plans. You, however, they do not consider to be a threat. The cult is behind the crusade for genetic purity. I don't know any more than what I've told you, except for the identity of the man who set you up. He is known as the Chameleon. If you can find him, you will be within reach of the statuette. You should realize that your blunder makes you responsible for 10 billion lives. Hope for your own sake that you can succeed where more powerful people cannot. Let this be a reminder to you not to repeat your mistakes. If you fail, I will see you in hell.
That final punishment.
I never found out. My usual methods of persuasion weren't working, so I had to get a little more forceful. Next thing I know, his lights go out. I think I killed him.
Dead men don't help us. We've got to find out about that chip. If the Colonel didn't have the chip, then he probably sent it to Murphy. Stick around and keep tabs on him until the last second. But don't kill him. If the chip doesn't show up, make sure Murphy doesn't blunder into our path. If you find the chip, destroy it. Then you can do what you want with Murphy.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Maybe I need a career change. 2 days in a row waking up in a semi-conscious stupor is enough for anybody. My nose is so sore my eyes water when I inhale, and all my front teeth shift slightly when I exhale. On top of all this, I found out that the world population could be annihilated because of me. That's just too much guilt to heap on a guy at this hour of the morning. Looks like I'm on my own. I'll need to find that disc the Colonel referred to. And what about that Countess? Was she on the level, or was she just feeding me a line?
Now's a great time to save. Mugged again? Woo. Wow, 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 wow. It's a pretty quiet day. Alright, thanks everybody. We'll continue this next time with a little bit more of Tex Murphy. And this time, the world's at stake.